Okay, so let's take a look at your pattern first. I think you can lower your hands just a little bit, and so you want it to look like this. Just make it a little bit more, give it a little bit more shape. Relax your arm, a little bit less wrist, more arm. So generally here, and not so much up and down with the wrist. Just a slight dip of the wrist at the beat. Put your fingertip off of it, maybe put it off to the side a little bit more. There you go. So just a little flick, but keep your baton tip up. It's just momentary, and it really doesn't have to go. Really don't have to go down like this. So you're just looking for a little bit more fluid, a little bit smoother, and a little bit more shape to the. Then, if you've got your left hand up, only bring it up for your cues. Otherwise, it's the.
Yeah, I realized that was like.
Okay, so just try it one more time and make those corrections. Don't forget when you're cueing, don't go out towards them. You're just looking to tap them on the head. Remember? Okay. Come on, Mr. Transpose. Okay, good. Just work on the tapping. When you cue, your hand tends to turn over, kind of like this. I don't know whether you even realize it.
Yeah, I think I used to not have my hand together.
Yeah, instead of this, not this. So, okay. Cassie, please. Take advantage of those the transpose things on your CD, Mr. Woodward. You what? Lost my flash. Oh no. Did you cue your basses? I'm not sure you looked. Did you guys?
I mean, I kind of like.
Did you?
I was like, hey.
Yeah. Make it a little bit more
bigger.
obvious. Yeah, do it one more
Okay.
time.
All right.
Make sure your pattern doesn't stop over here. Occasionally it'll kind of hesitate. It's a nice smooth. Keep that music going.
Okay.
Let's see, why don't you start at the second line with the tenors? Start at the second line with the tenors.
Oh, man. I totally messed up. Okay.
Basses.
Yep, got it.
Okay. After you cue somebody, don't look away from them too soon. Kind of hang with them for just a second there, just to let them know that you're with them and you're aware of their part.
Okay.
It kind of gives them a secure feeling.
Okay.
Second line, second system. That is.
All right.
Okay, good. Maybe take advantage of your baton for them. You can give them a little
Okay.
bit there. But nicely done.
Cool.
Okay. Casey.
Yeah, sorry, we sat next to each other. Casey,
Quite all right.
Casey, Casey.
Oh, God. Oh, that's terrible.
So what happened?
I thought they came in early, but I might
I
have
think
been
the bass.
lost.
I think the bass part might have come in a little bit early, but that's for you to know for sure.
Right.
Do it one more time. Give me a little bit less bounce because right now it's
Too bouncy. Okay.
yeah, too bouncy.
Okay.
Just keep it smooth. Now put your left hand down. So yeah, the pattern looks much nicer. Yeah, it's real smooth. You always have nice looking hands. You can make it probably just a little bit. I think you can make it a little bit bigger. Not necessarily because of the dynamics or anything, but just as an indication for clarity. I think it could be just a smidge bigger. So why don't you take advantage of your baton cue for your bass
Yeah.
entrance?
Okay.
Taking your left hand all the way over, so it looks a little clunky.
So you just like tap?
Yeah,
it?
just and boom. And you can go out of your pattern to do your cue as long as you're capable of getting right back
Should I
into
keep my
it.
left hand up for that then, like to keep time, or should I just like?
You could do that if you can do it. Keep this going and go over here, and I mean that'll
Okay.
work too.
Okay.
But it may be a little bit more complicated.
Right.
But so just giving them the baton cue. Don't forget you gotta prep your entrances. So
Right.
get your hand up just a little bit earlier. Why don't you do it once more, please?
Okay.
Two, one, two. Good. Much nicer, real nice. So yeah, that's a little tricky going over there with the time to get back into
Yeah.
the beat. And again, it's easy to get lost in your pattern.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Meine Jungfrau. Meine Jungfrau. Eine Jungfrau? Or just
Yeah. Deep breath.
meine or Eine Jung? Fraulein. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. Very nice, very subtle. I like it generally. Go ahead and use your baton over here for them. That and you can make it. Yeah, you can make it a little bit more precise. They just to help them and let them know exactly where that thing is. Looking over at them and kind of raising your eyebrows, it's a little indistinct. So this would be great for a performance, but in the rehearsal you might want to give them a little bit more. Your pattern. Show me your pattern real quick. Yeah, it can be a little less jumpy, I think. Just this in this legato, you hardly need any ictus. Just a slight bit there, and then a little bit more shape, but generally nice. So once more, please. Nice left hand cue for the tenors. Good. Bring the basses in again. Why don't you do it from the second system?
I get lost like
I
halfway
understand.
in the measure.
I understand. Second system, please. And try use the baton just for the heck of it. Just for art. One more time. So what I'd like to see is 1, 2. You know, definite. Take your arm over and go towards them because right now we're not quite getting that.
Okay, so like what do I like?
Yeah, 1, 1, 2. And you can use both hands. 1, 2. But if you nod and give them the baton at the same time, I think it'll be more effective. So once more, second system, please. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's more effective. You just want to make sure, I mean, again, it's kind of the whatever works thing, so whatever you have to do to make sure, so that they can't go, well, we didn't get a cue. You can go, no, I cued you. I went like this, and I pointed and picked my foot up. And,
Okay.
you know, it's one of those things. Great. Kathleen. Okay, nice. I could use a little bit more emphasis on the cues, just to let, I mean, we're getting the look and everything, and again, kind of a good for performance. The rehearsal, you might want to be a little bit more emphatic, just so they can't mistake the gesture, so they know you're looking at them. Let me conduct from the let me conduct this one time, just to give you an idea. Do you want to see this? You want it on the thing? Okay, here we go. By the way, if you're going to have both hands up to start out with, first of all, I'd like you to do this, not just a flat hand. Just looks a little bit more graceful, I think. And if you're going to have them up, then go ahead and keep it up for the first entrance. Ready? I think you might have gotten ahead of me just a little bit there. You guys are really ahead of me. Let me take it from the, well, that's fine. The whole idea was the cue. So did you see anything that, that stood out? What did I do that was a little bit different?
Like, even when you prepped with your hand, like you looked up at like the
Yeah.
part that was coming in, just.
Yeah, it's kind of, I think it's kind of a good habit to get into. You look up at him, and if you're cueing him, you want to look at him anyway. And maybe, you know, raising your eyebrows, giving him a chin. I mean, again, it's a fail-safe kind of thing. You want to not give him any excuses for not coming in. So if I go like this and you don't come in and you go, well, I didn't get a cue. Well, we all know that you're trying to pull one over on me. So where are we? Back over here. So Meredith, you want to give us a shot? For me real quick. Give me your starting position. I like to see it look just a little bit more relaxed. I think your elbows can be down just a little bit. Yeah, it looks a little bit wingy. Yeah, so shake it out, loosen up. Yeah, and then just raise up your hands where it's comfortable, so that you don't feel a lot of tightness in your shoulder.
Okay.
Don't need to feel that. So yeah, hand up just a little bit, about chest high, and yeah, you can definitely drop your elbow.
Okay.
It still looks a little. Wingy. There you go. So yeah, I think you just need to relax a little bit. And now, when you're ready to start, make sure you don't go.
Okay.
So don't go down first and come up. You're going straight from here.
Okay.
Boom. So just start us once. Did you feel yourself do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So from here, you're not going down at all. You're going to go straight over. Aim for up here. You're going to go straight up here. Much better, and not this.
Yeah.
You
I
did that the
caught it
first
the
time.
first time.
And that's probably, is that left over from last class? Well, thank you for making the effort to change it. I appreciate that. And avoid the instinct to kind of go out. It's just right here. Keep your hands in here. Oh, show me your grip. It looks a little fisty.
Okay.
So with a little more, I think you get a little more graceful look if you use your fingertip, but just to the side. Understand what I mean? So, right. Let's see. This should kind of go in the ball of your hand. And then loose here, and then,
Somewhere out. On
yeah,
the stick instead of
somewhere out.
curled
So
under.
instead of curled under,
Okay.
because then it looks like you're gripping it like what I'm at. This
Okay.
it's just nice and loose. I mean, I've dropped my baton before. Because it's relaxed, and you really want to feel relaxed, unless you're doing something that doesn't call for relaxation.
Okay.
You're trying to get the, you're trying to get some particular effect from your group, and you may want to grip it a little bit tighter. But in general, you want it to be loose so that your hand and it are kind of one, and yet it's loose enough in your hand that it can do a little bit of movement almost by itself, if that makes any sense. And I'm not sure I understand. But yeah, so just work on and maybe put a dot on your finger.
Okay. Somewhere
See
on
if
the
you're-
pad of the finger there.
Yeah, like right to the side, just around in here, not here, and not down here,
Okay.
but just around in there somewhere. And it should feel really comfortable and not tight, so that it's relaxed. Good. Good. Just do the first 2 instances for me, and with your hand right here without going out. Good. Oh, sorry. Arms down. Yeah, just a little bit. Can you see yourself in?
Yeah.
Look in the photo. The photo. That's very good. Don't forget to give us a breath at the beginning with your open mouth. I can hear you breathing through your nose, but that doesn't help your players as much as the physical sight. Okay, good. Yes, sir. Okay. Make sure your hands are level with each other. There you go. You still got one higher than the other. There you go. Oh. So they're generally at the same height.
Okay, that's fine.
So if anything, this one needs to be lower.
Okay.
Nice cue over here. Very good. Don't forget to move a little bit on your last hold. That's okay. Just something to get used to. Well, I don't know. You probably don't realize how high your hand is, how much higher this hand is than your pattern.
I had never heard that before.
Yeah,
so I've been practicing.
just generally, they should be kind of similar. Just because if people are looking at you, you don't want them to have to divide their attention. If nothing else, it's not a hard and fast rule, but there's really no reason to have it up here.
Okay.
Your pattern is here, and just kind of cueing at the point of your ictus on your other hand will probably not hurt.
Okay.
Maybe help. Do it one more time. Just try to keep your hand a little bit lower. And as far as the pattern goes, try to make it a little bit smoother. Right now, it's a little bit jumpy, and it tends to stop a little bit at each point.
Okay.
So just smooth. If there was almost no wrist, and it was just back and forth like this, that's preferable to any extra jumping and stopping.
Okay.
Okay.
was still doing this high.
Yeah. You'll see a couple things in there. Just note the pattern thing. It could just be smoother.
Yeah,
And
I
do
caught
the-
that in the second half.
Pardon?
I got that in the
Yeah, it
second
was better.
half. I knew I was doing it in the beginning.
Absolutely right. Good. If you can be self-aware while you're conducting that, that's a hard thing to be able to do. So good. And the cues, generally good, especially baton cue, very nice. Probably a little bit softer. In general, we could all do the cue a little bit softer at this tempo and at this dynamic level, unless you're looking for the entrance to sound like ba da da. Because don't forget, everything that you indicate, you're going to expect your group to do.
All right.
So nice and soft, little soft entrance there. Okay? Yeah. Good. Again, conducting is like a lot of else in music. There's a lot of subjective elements, and I'm not going to tell you that you'll never do this and always do this, because there's going to be times where you can't do it. But in general, learning the preferred way to do it first is kind of a jumping off point, and then you can go kind of off on your own, and then you can conduct like whomever you like. Good, generally nice. Your pattern's nice and smooth. Occasionally it tends to stop out here a little bit, so just keep it moving. Your left hand, working good. Once you make your cue, then go ahead and put it down.
Yeah.
And when you're getting ready for your cue, it's nice to hold it still. So before and the first cue, D, 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 D. So just avoid mirroring except for the beat that you're cueing on. So hold still, 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 cue. You want to try it once more?
Sure.
Want to get that bass cue? Once you start the second system, and get that bass cue. So before you cue, just hold that hand still.
Okay.
No mirroring until and now. So second system, please. Good. So what we're learning about the bass cue is, one, it's kind of awkward because you have to go. You have to go over to your right. So that makes it a little bit different. So it's just something to practice. 1, 2, 1, 2. And the other thing is that it's on 2.